About to leave on our journey. It's a little bit later than I thought because I couldn't find a few things. Normal story with me. But everything's packed. Got 3 rods, fly rod, a barbel rod and a carp rod. Well, a 7-foot carp rod. And then everything is in the box, ready to go. Just need it. Got fuel. Fuel's plenty. Oh, a cat wants to join me. No, go inside. But yeah, here we go. here on the bridge on the Umkomaas Valley. It is beautiful, yeah. It is absolutely stunning. I've seen a couple of small fish here. It's cruising every now and again. I haven't seen any giant fish. But yeah, no, it looks lovely down here. There's no signal down there. Oh, giant one came up there. That was a big yellow. I wish I could fish over here, man. I need to get hold of these guys. I just saw a big yellow come up. There. I need to try and find a way to get in here. Gate's locked here. But let me go back and see if I can get in there somehow. There's no signal, so I can't phone anybody. Yeah, absolutely stunning. Now the fish don't want to come up anymore. There's a monster. We call them yellows, but they're actually scalies. Tail scalies. Oh, there's one over there. Ah, come on. Another big one there. But yeah, it's stunning. Absolutely stunning. Let's have a look on the other side there. What's on this side? Water's clean. I can see into the bottom. I don't see any fish this side. Oh, beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful down here. This is the type of fishing I think I find the best out of all the fishing. Is fishing rivers, light gear, scalies, bread, earthworms, that type of thing. I love that. Back to my childhood days. Anyway, let me go and try and find a way to get in here. Yeah, so I didn't check my my directions, and I've ended up at the wrong place totally. This place is called High Over, and they do camping and that too, and fishing for the day is $50, so it's not too bad. So I'm going to go and check it out anyway. It's like there's lots of little lodges in that here on the edge. Can have a look, see. Don't know how to get to the river without going past everybody. Yeah. Beautiful, yeah. Lots of kids. Let's go down. Got a school, I won't bother them there. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this. I don't know if there's a lovely area to fish somewhere. And to go back and explore a bit and see. But look at this, man. Beautiful. I need like a big pool, although the scalies we normally get in rocks and that like this. Absolutely beautiful. There's so many of these hidden gems here in South Africa. Must be yellow scalies in here, must be. Got my fly rod and I'm going to give it a try just now. Campsites and that down here. Duck. Back here, and then there's a lot of rapids here, so I don't know what I'm going to get to. I need to find a pool somewhere. But anyway, that's unless I do some exploring, maybe next time I'll do the proper fishing and do a bit of exploring first and see where we can find something to, or where we can find a place to fish so I can get through here and just find a small pool. Would be great. Yeah, not much in the way of like a nice flat pool or something like that around here, maybe a bit further down. But I wanted to fish with, I bought flying ants and all kinds of things like that, but yeah, not much about here. Looks lovely. I haven't seen anything. Caught a rock, best thing I've caught all day. I don't want to go too far away from all my stuff. I think I must go and get it, carry it with me and go down a little bit. It looks a little bit better further down there. It's the first time out here, so I don't know what to look for, what to do or anything. I'm sure I'll figure it out. I know when I came over that bridge there was just some beautiful monster scalies coming up. And would have been ideal to be able to fish somewhere around there. I'm sure these guys have got some somewhere, but I just don't know where. You probably have to hike, probably have to stay and hike. Let's see. All the stuff I brought wasn't too good. Anyway, I'm going to go and grab my stuff and walk a little bit further down there. I'm not going to stay too long, I've got to get back. I just basically came to see, and I think I need to get out here the weekend and spend a couple of days here. Looks like it could be a decent spot on the other side there. I like that type of rapid there. Oh yeah, scalies. On the opposite side there. But yeah, it's very muddy and it's not so easy to walk around in motorcycle boots on these rocks. Maybe they're at the back of that big rock and get a little bait out. It's a bit of a pool, but it's not much. Okay, we're going to have a look. But it is insanely beautiful down here. We got the 4-piece psycho stick. Fast becoming one of my favourite rods, this psycho stick. Just about everything. And we're going to see what we can catch here today. But again, the other thing I brought here today, Miabo boxes, Bayo boxes. There we go. All my katundas in there. Everything I need. 2 little boxes. These things clip together. So what you do with this one is you push it in there, clip this on. Got to get the line up first. Get it to line up first when you can. There you go, and then that clips in there just like that, and then you got it double together. There you go, psycho stick. Let me get ready, get going. I'll try and get a little spot just behind this rock here, not too far out. Let's just see what happens. Is it sitting there? We're going to leave that like that. Take the drag right off. I didn't bring a little policeman. Seems to be sitting. Let's see what happens. Now we have to wait and see. It's got a smoke and run. Man, let it go. That was a smoke and run, that. So I pulled the rod over. Of course, GoPro's not going, so there is fish here. I'll give it a few more minutes then. Time on my lunch again. Yeah, definitely fish here. Open here. Let's see how to open. Yeah, this one's different, so yeah, that was a good run. I wonder if they've eaten all my bait. There he goes again. Right, getting some good runs here. But they're small fish. Need to go shortly. Unfortunately, I've also got school here, and yeah, they are chucking rocks and that in the water, so the chances of me catching something is pretty slim, but they're just kids. When you go to the river and you're a kid, you throw rocks in it, and that's just what you do. There we go, there we go, there we go. Come on, I want a big bite, man. There's a big bite. Some good runs here, man, but you know, normally we get these things that are like V8s here, they just go. Yeah. Yeah, nothing.